everyone. This is Vicky from fangirlreview.com. We are back again. I know you have missed us, but hey, it's the holidays, so we'll be in and out because holiday fun comes first. And Jay, go ahead and introduce yourself.
What's up, everybody? It's Jay from the Game Cafe. How y'all doing this evening?
Okay, so we're going to be talking about some movie trailers. I know y'all look forward to this. We will be talking about, first we'll talk about Jurassic World, just to throw that out there because, hey, it's there. We must talk about it. And then we'll finish up with Star Wars, which I think a lot of people have opinions on. So, Jay, Jurassic World. Yay, right?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's not every day that the Star Lord is gonna come down to Earth and actually be in Jurassic World. No, I'm actually looking forward to it. I just want to know what that dinosaur looks like. I want to
Well,
know what the one they created looks like, cause
yeah.
as long as it don't look like nothing stupid, I mean, it can't be sitting up like all doing all the menacing stuff, and then the next thing you know, it looks all cuddly. I don't like that crap. So it
Mhm.
can't look lame. But other than that, it it was actually kind of interesting. It is another one of those movies where why in the world are you going to a park? They got a bunch of daggum dinosaurs in it, but
I mean, if they're all herbivores, shouldn't you be okay?
yeah, why are you going to a park with a bunch of dinosaurs in it? I
They're
don't know.
small ones, they can't stomp you too much. You should be okay.
Yeah, why are you going to a park with a bunch of dinosaurs in it? I'll just take my chances at SeaWorld or or Adventure Island or something like that. I'll just stick to Disney where it's safe. But yeah, I'm actually looking forward to it. It actually looks pretty good. The action is there. You got Chris Pratt in there. Hopefully, he's not being ultra serious the whole movie. I can't stand when they do stuff like that. So we'll just have to see. Like I said, I'm actually looking forward to this one. And I did see the whole Raptor running alongside the motorbike. That kind of threw me off a little bit. I'm
Yeah,
like,
I was very confused when I saw it. I was like, wait,
oh,
wait, are they chasing him? No, 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 they're not chasing him. Are they running with him?
they're running with
Like,
him.
weren't we
Yeah.
scared of them in like the first movie? Weren't they like killers in the first movie? I'm
Yeah.
confused.
I think
Weren't the
everybody was
little kids
confused.
scared of them?
I think they had everybody confused on that one. Yeah, that's one of those situations where you're like, okay, I kind of get where you're going, but not really. So we'll just have to see. I'm pretty sure that's one of those things they're saving for like the real full trailer or whatever. Because this one's supposed to be like the first teaser-ish type trailer. So
hmm
I'm pretty sure they're gonna show stuff. But they did have some pretty cool things like the whole shark being fed to I don't know what the hell that was, and
Yeah, and because it was set up like a SeaWorld attraction, but instead of having the whales jump and stuff, they fed a shark to a creature that comes
yeah,
out the water and then still splashes people like
and everybody was happy about it.
no, I
And
couldn't. I would be scared. I'm like, I don't care. Just no, it's eating a shark. Aren't sharks like mammals anyway? So they're eating. No, that means that's a step away from eating me. No.
pretty much, that's pretty much how this works. So yeah, that's why I'm like, it looks like it's gonna be one of those interesting movies, I guess you could say, but at the same time, it's one of those situations where I'm like, hope this ain't more of the dumb people doing dumb stuff movies, because those kind of piss me off, because they always try to make it seem like nobody's smart enough to be smart, but they're supposed to be scientists. Nobody has common sense, but they're scientists, and I'm supposed to buy that.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Like
like
who
who?
would think that genetically splicing together a bunch of different dinosaurs would be something smart to do? I mean,
Well, it's for science.
yeah, but you saw how bad the other parks went. You saw how horrific it was. So how are you going to guesstimate and make some super dinosaur? And then did you not think about whatever dinosaurs you splice together? Wouldn't you want the most docile, smallest, simplest dinosaurs possible?
Vicky, you're using logic.
Like, why would you don't get the big, huge ones. Don't splice together something that can go in the water, that can fly, and is on land. You want it to get you in all areas of the world. Like,
But
you
you're using logic. They're using science.
man, if this thing flies, I'm done.
If this thing flies, I'm walking out the theater. I ain't gonna lie, I'm
Like,
gonna walk straight out the theater. I'm gonna be like, nah. I'm like,
I'm
unless
done.
Godzilla's showing up, I'm leaving.
Or, no, but those things like, oh, it didn't originally, it wasn't able to fly, but then it went through some like metamorphosis, like a butterfly. Like, oh yeah, we also spliced it with a butterfly, and that's why it can now grow wings. So like,
Yeah,
what are you doing?
yeah, that will piss people off. I think I hope they don't do nothing that crazy.
It's gonna
I
fly.
mean, all they got to do is just keep it on the ground. Just keep it on the ground,
Five
and
dollars says it flies.
oh, well, I'm pretty sure they're gonna do something stupid. I'm pretty sure it's gonna do something stupid, but I mean, as long as they don't go like way overboard, I think it'll be fine. I think what everybody's scared about is like the whole what are they splicing together. But that's kind of like the good thing about the trailer. We don't know. I think all we see is a foot. So that's the good thing about the trailer. I mean, we don't know crap, and they are doing a good job of making sure we don't know crap.
That's true. But I guess we gotta just wait to see more trailers.
Yeah.
So just as a wrap up, Jurassic World is scheduled to be released on June 12th, 2015. Basic premise is 22 years after the events of Jurassic Park. Now features a fully functioning dinosaur theme park. After 10 years of operation and visitor rates declining in order to fulfill a corporate mandate, a new attraction is created to respark visitors' interest, which backfires horribly.
Oh,
So,
so they doing this knowing what happened in the first movie. Okay.
yeah, they knew what happened 22 years ago.
So now they're just being stupid. All right.
They're going to ignore it, and because
It's-
visitor rates are declining, they're going to do something stupid.
oh boy, I can't wait to see you. I hope they have a Jeff Goldblum sighting in this one.
The question is, will the first person to die be a black guy?
Of course. Well, hold up. First of all, I didn't see no black people in the trailer, so of course the first person gonna be
Oh,
dead is
so
gonna be black.
they're already dead.
Yeah, they're already dead.
They're already gone.
I mean, that's
Uh,
how that's how we used to know movies was good back in the day.
that's
Black dude
true.
had to be the first one to die. That's how it went. That's pretty much how it went. So.
Yeah, I
I
don't
mean,
know.
it
It,
in all honesty though, it does look it looks pretty interesting though for a teaser trailer. It looks pretty interesting.
no, I agree. It does look interesting. I'm definitely gonna check it out because, I always find those type of movies funny, and whatnot. So
Yeah, I
you
mean that's
gotta
what
check
I'm
it
saying.
out.
It's one of those situations where you're probably just gonna have to go watch it just because. I mean, just because at least once.
At least
I would
once.
say. Yeah, at least once.
Okay, so moving on to the meat and potatoes of this cast, Star Wars. Go ahead, Jay.
Yay!
Do a little hum. Hum the theme
Yay!
song, Jay. Go
I'm
ahead,
not
hum
doing
it.
that. I'm not
Come
doing
on,
that.
Jay.
So I'm
That's what
not
the
doing.
people want. The people want you to hum the theme song, Jay.
No, I'm good.
I'm telling you. So,
I'm
Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens, release date of December 18th, 2015. Just a year away, people. Just a year away. It's a continuation of the saga created by our friend George Lucas, set 30 years after Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi, which came out in 1983. I was 1 year old. Let
oh,
me let me say that. I was a year. I was walking, not quite potty trained yet.
oh, okay. Yeah, I was
So,
3.
Jay, your thoughts on the teaser trailer. It's a teaser. It's just a teaser trailer, people. So don't
Yeah.
freak out, flip out, and into the world yet, because as we know with teaser trailers, when we see the real trailer, there could be nothing that we saw from the teaser trailer. It could be a whole new world, and we realize, oh, well that makes sense, and that
Ooh,
looks good now.
ooh, boy, if they do that, if they do that to people, boy, they're gonna be some mad people if they do that. But well, there's some things that I liked about it. There's some things that I didn't like. The one thing um, because at first I'm trying to contain my fanboyism because this is how I got sucked into episode. This is how I got sucked into episode one. They showed that bladed the dual lightsaber bow staff, and I got sucked into episode one, and we all know how that turned out. So I'm trying to keep my expectations low a little bit because I don't know exactly what they're doing this off of. I don't know if it's expanded. I don't know if it's just J.J. Abrams being J.J. Abrams. But it does look interesting to say the least. But the thing is, like in the teaser trailer, they do a lot of cuts. Like they'll show a picture, cut. Show another picture, cut. Show another picture, cut. Show another picture, cut. Show another picture, cut. I'm like, dude, stop doing that. Like seriously, stop doing that. So um, I, I don't know. I mean, I'm liking what I see. I like the Millennium Falcon because I feel like they had to show that because if they
Mhm.
didn't, people are gonna be like, I'm not watching this crap because I had to sit through episodes one, two, and three. So I feel like they did what they had to do to get they had to show some stuff to get people feeling nostalgic, especially the adults, because most of the people that watch the originals are adults and have children, and they ain't trying to go through that what they had to go through a few years ago again. So they're like, okay, you got to show me something. So I like that. And for just so people know, just in case they didn't know, that wasn't Benedict Cumberbatch doing the voiceover. That was actually Andy Serkis. So that there you go for that. The Sith guy at the end with the lightsaber that everybody's talking about. People, let me just say something. If you are
Oh, the lightsaber with
arguing
the two fires on the two
the
lasers on
cross,
the side.
the
Yeah,
cross, the
yeah.
cross,
Because
basically.
cause at first I was like, wait, oh, okay, that's
Yeah.
cool. Can I buy one like that?
Well, people have been arguing online about the how it would work uh in realistically. People don't do that. You're just gonna make yourself look bad. Don't argue about stuff like that.
No, you
All right,
gotta argue about that because obviously
don't
if you
argue
if
about
you
that.
hold it
Please
up, you're
don't.
gonna slice yourself.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I'm like, if you think about it, the way they do the lightsabers in the Star Wars universe, you probably kill yourself if you ever actually used one.
true,
Um,
you be dead.
yeah, you would be dead. So I mean, let's not argue about the usefulness of a cross lightsaber. All right, let's not do that because trust me, it's gonna look bad. I done read some forums where it actually got funny to me because I'm like, I cannot believe they're actually arguing over whether this could work in real life or not. I'm like, seriously, dude, reevaluate your life, please. Don't don't do that to yourself. I mean, it's not that serious to argue over that specific thing. I'm sorry, people. I mean, it's a fantasy weapon. It ain't got to be real. If you catch my drift.
No, no, it has to be real. It has to be real. What do you mean? You're telling me lightsabers aren't real? What are you talking about?
Yeah, lightsabers aren't real, and please don't scare me.
You totally ruined my whole life.
Yeah, I know. I do. I'm good at that. So I'm just saying, like it's hilarious, but at the same time, I'm like, it. I don't know how people are gonna take that whole thing with the lightsaber. Me personally, I thought it looked cool from a visual standpoint, but then
I, I
but
thought it
then
looked cool. It didn't offend me.
yeah,
I didn't even sit down and think about, oh well, if he holds it up, he's gonna slice off his head. No, I didn't think about that far. I just thought that looks cool. And who
Yeah,
knows? Maybe it doesn't shoot all the way out. Maybe it only stays right there. If it stays right there, then you
yeah,
won't hurt yourself if you know what you're doing, right?
yeah. And he's supposed to be a Sith Lord, so apparently he will know what he's doing. So, I mean, it's one of those situations. Me personally, like I said, I think from a visual standpoint, it looks cool, but I understand how like some people will probably, some people get a little bit too hyper about these things sometimes. But all in all, it's a good trailer. It piqued my fanboy interest a little bit, but like I said, I'm keeping myself in check because I knew how I felt when I first saw that Star Wars Episode One, and yeah, I went and watched that, and then I went and watched Episode Two, and I'm just like, okay, this is killing me. So I'm gonna need to. I'm gonna wait, but I will say this: I am glad that they showed John Boyega. He's the guy in the storm that was in the storm trooper uh uniform at the first
Mhm.
beginning.
Mhm.
I'm actually looking forward to see what they do with it because he's actually like I've seen one of his other movies called Attack of the Block or whatever, and it was actually actually a pretty decent actor. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this goes. So I'm actually interested in learning more. So hopefully they do a big trailer soon because now everybody's gonna be like, okay, when the real trailer coming out? Because that little a minute and 15 minute 30 seconds is pissing me off. So they're gonna want to see the real thing. So you might want to get on that, JJ.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely intrigued. I'm looking forward to it. I I have an open mind. I'm just not. I'm gonna act like 1, 2, and 3 didn't happen, and I'm gonna move forward. If 1, 2, and 3 didn't happen to me, I think the only thing that I see as a drawback is with 1, 2, and 3 is that is the graphics and everything is going to be so today that it's going to make me sad. Like I don't want to see all the extra technology that we have today. I want it to be
That
classic.
old school look. The
That
old
old
school look.
school look. Don't do 3D IMAX for me. I don't want that. I
Yeah.
don't want all that. I don't want all that specialness. I want it to be classic.
Well, in all honesty, I think that's what a lot of people what happened to a lot of people on that prequel trilogy. They tried to make everything all shiny and everything. And if you watch the original 4, 5, and 6, which I don't understand why they started off like that, but if you watch the original,
Details. Details.
yeah, if you watch the original, it looked more, because back then it was the 70, it was 77, 80, and 83, so they had to use more practical effects because that's just how they had to do it to make the movie, and it made it feel more real. The prequel trilogies, it was all basically CG'd out and all slick, and people just didn't. I guess they couldn't like attach
Connect.
themselves to it. Yeah, they couldn't connect to it. So that's one of the things that I kind of like that JJ went back and actually did. If you look at the trailer, you see a lot of stuff looks like it's been used. It's like rusted up, dirty, stuff like it was back for the original trilogy.
Mhm.
Hopefully, we'll see how that works. I'm hoping that he actually was able to go back and do that, and like the studio didn't get on his case about it. Because the studio stays out of it, it should be fine.
I agree. Hopefully, it's not too much micromanaging that occurs, and that they keep in mind the fans
Yeah,
because we're going to be the ones that are going to pay for it. So, make us
pretty,
happy, damn it, make us happy.
pretty much. That's usually how these things go.
Sometimes they ignore us.
Completely.
I guess what it'll be rated PG-13, I'm sure.
More than likely, yeah. More than likely, it's going to be rated PG-13. I mean, because you got to get the either PG or PG-13. I'm thinking it's going to be PG-13 myself. Just because they'll need to do that to kind of get like as much, I guess cash in as they can.
Yeah,
That's where you make your money at. You don't really
the
make your money in
PG-13ers.
Yeah, you don't really make your money with rated R.
Or
PG kind of makes money, but not as much as people think. So,
okay. Well, Jay, wrap up your final thoughts on the Star Wars.
well, Star Wars. I think is gonna be just fine. The only thing I'm worried about with J.J. Abrams is that freaking lens flare thing he loves to do. I don't want to be blind by the time I walk out the movie theater. So that's the only thing I'm worried about
You
with
wear
J.J. Abrams.
sunglasses.
Yeah, I have to wear sunglasses in there. You'll be like, oh, I didn't know this was 3D. It's not in 3D. You're just gonna need these for you leave. Um, so I mean, that's one thing I'm kind of worried about with him. I think it's gonna be fine. Nobody really knows what story they're using, so um, that's actually a good thing in my opinion. That people don't know what story they're using, because if they knew what story they were using, then we'd have like a lot of people getting mad because
Having
this story.
meltdowns.
Yeah, this story wasn't used, and they should have used this story. Yeah, so I'm actually kind of glad that we don't know. That's a good thing
Yeah.
in my opinion. So yeah, I'm actually looking forward to that. Hopefully, we'll see some good stuff, and all I want is at least 1 to 2 good lightsaber battles, and
That's all.
nothing.
You'll be happy if nothing else. Some good lightsaber battles.
Yeah, because I mean that's what I go. I'm gonna be honest with you. What I go to a Star Wars movie to see is lightsaber battles and
Yoda
some good like starship battles. That's
and
what I go
Yoda.
for.
Yoda saying something.
Well, I don't think Yoda gonna be. Yoda should be dead. So unless they're gonna have another little green man, which I hope
You
not.
know they are. They're not gonna just no. Watch, watch.
They got,
Yoda had a kid.
what?
They're gonna make it work. Yoda's gonna be in there, or his spirit's gonna be floating around, or something. There's no way that they're gonna pass up having Yoda somehow, some way in this movie, in the movies to come. Think about it.
Okay, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Yeah, because I'll
Come
give you
on.
that. Yeah.
Star Wars, you see lightsabers, some spaceships, and Yoda. Those are the three things you need for a Star Wars movie. Okay? So, Jay, go ahead and say your outro because we are done. Jay, are you still there? Jay, did I lose you? Okay, well, it's Jay from the Game Cafe. Definitely check out his channel. He does some wonderful videos that I think are awesome, so definitely check those out. And this is Vicky from fangirlreview.com. Good night, everybody. Share your comments and share this video. Take care.